Battery says 95%. I'm gonna call it a fucking liar. We'll do the one Amazon package, and then these 3 just showed up via DHL, which means Chinese things or foreign things. Haha. So these are, so I was like, someone linked me the shortest XLR cables they could find, but no one understood what I meant. I'll rip the bag. I got those Gishelli Labs. It's a J2 in the custom wood box, and it's a Archel 3 in the custom wood box with my logo scribed in the top, and it's amazing. But the problem is you can't stack them, because if you stack them, you hide a box. So they got to be left and right of each other, or you have to use the world's shortest XLRs. And it turns out I'm amazingly lucky. The left and right output of the DAC is reverse of the left and right input of the amp. So I should be able to use this. It's not even a coupler, because it's just literally, it is everything you want out of an XLR cable in just the head of an XLR cable. So I should be able to plug this end into the DAC and then plug the amp into that. Wait, no, how does that work? PP, the male side, this is how it works for people who want to gender their cables. That's got a vagina and that's got a PP. And things go into the vagina and out of the PP. So the DAC will have to be this end, and this will go into the amp, and it'll go from DAC to the amp like that. That's how you remember. That's how I remember, right? That's how I did it. That's how Dad did it. That's how America does it, and it's worked pretty good so far. One day it's gonna go in and then down the stairs. That's the goal with those envelopes. They all go down the stairs. So, 2 massively, definitely not cocaine packages, and one that actually looks like a box. Lame. I like my fake cocaine packages. One of these days it's just gonna be filled with, someone's gonna jokingly mail me just baby powder, tightly packed in little bags. And just like, here you go. And it's gonna be, oh shit, cocaña. The hell is this? It's an X. Is this an Xduoo? That's an Xduoo logo. Turntable, preamp, and headphone amplifier. MPO1. I was just being asked today if I have the 605, which is bigger than the 604, and I'm like, no. So then this shows up. Power plug, that's a big power plug. Lots of free. See, I will keep this because it's nice and compact, and it's that sticky stuff to like stick to itself. This goes in the burn pile. So downstairs, burn. I guess we should open it up. This is why you use a replaceable knife blade, because you get all the sticky crap on it and you just replace it. I'm not to clean my knife, not to sharpen it. I'm not a maintenance guy. I establish something and it should just take care of itself. I want to go inside you and see what you have inside you. Oh, inside you. Putting on the Ritz. There's so much plastic. What is it doing? Okay. Now we got that off. I'm just gonna steal this entire garbage pail. We go open, and then open. Is there gonna be anything in English at all? It doesn't say Xduoo on the box. They've switched to just a symbol. They're like prints. Okay. Why does it smell like it's already on fire? That's not a good sign. Ah, okay, they gave me the European plug, which is why I have the adapter, the new one. The ground cable, a 1/4-inch adapter, and the power brick, which is 12 volt, 2 amps, good for an input of 100 to 240 volts. So 12 volt, 2 amps. This is a standard Xduoo, and I should write Xduoo on here so I know what the hell it's for, because I'm definitely gonna lose it. The unit itself, 2 tubes, unlabeled as far as I can tell. MPO1 turntable preamp and headphone amplifier. That's a beefy switch. Phono in or auxiliary in, phone out. Bass and treble knobs. I haven't seen bass and treble knobs on an Xduoo product before. Nice smooth volume knob. Heat sinks. Aux in, phono in, aux out. Moving magnet or moving coil selector, and here's your grounding thing, which I'll actually put the wire on there, because that way I don't have to lose it. Problem is my turntable doesn't have a grounding plug, but I always ground it out anyway. So here, if I plug everything in, a 1/4 inch adapter, we could just assume, bring this downstairs. This is to be getting to play with vinyl or having to play with vinyl. Which one is it? Because I either have to play with vinyl now that I got a thing, or I get to play with vinyl. I'm gonna put this and this in here. I don't need the warranty card. I'll quickly read the instructions before I throw it in the pile and be like, I'll review this in a month. I'm trying to imagine what it would be like if I had to review everything I unboxed that week, because I never do that. I wonder if my channel would get more views, but like no one's dripping at the thought of me reviewing the MPO1, because no one even knows it exists. Half the stuff I get like this, I want to get some candies. Wants candy, bubblegum and taffy. Half the stuff I review, cherry cordials are my favorite. Half the stuff I review isn't even out yet. So there's no point. There's some topping stuff in here. Big topping stuff, which means PA7 and PA7 Plus. That's right, they were sending me 2. Also, if you ever get a package like this, just like an onion, you peel the outer skin, but the inner skin is the delicious part. I have a yard sale stuff to ship today, so look at that. There you go. That's good for yard sale ship. This can get tossed. Let's get everything out before I open everything out. 2 boxes. Find the seam. Nice, sharp blade. A70 Pro, D70 Pro, Saber. My God, it's a topping explosion here on Z Reviews Unboxing. Z Unboxing. We try to waste no part of the animal here on Z Reviews. Obviously this husk is useless. Okay, so that's the new big stuff. We'll get to that in a second. This I actually got to play with because Ryan Dietz of Mod House brought it over, because it was the amplifier he was using to run the Tungsten. Because, all right, so here's the deal. THX 789, best headphone amplifier that ever was, for about a year and 2 months. Then topping A90 comes out, beats it. Just in every way. Power, it was as clean, but it had a little bit more soul to the sound. I don't know how to describe it. Then I'm a fucking audio reviewer, and all I have to do is describe how things sound. Follow that up. What I think the LA90 is like a warmer version of the A90, but then the A90D was out, and that was like 10 watts per channel. A70 Pro, so even though the number 90, and now we're going 70, 17 watts per channel. It's fucking dumb. 17 watts per channel into a headphone amplifier. They sent it to me in silver because I ask APOS always. Positively, by the way, this is APOS. I'm always like, APOS, if you can send it in silver, do so. Black topping stuff is so last week. So let's see, we've got standard topping books. We have, here's the amplifier, here's the DAC. This stack, like honest to God, having just heard the amplifier on one headphone, this could be the end all stack. Nice books. I love the font and everything. Ooh, okay. Power plug, 1/4-inch adapter, and then we've got USB cable, Bluetooth antenna. We have 2 remotes. Okay, I'm gonna say if we're lucky, they're both 15As, but I don't think they're gonna be. So one's gonna be a 16A and one's a 17? Nope, one's a 16A and one's a 15A. So we do have a 15A. The DAC gets a 15A, which means I don't have to unwrap it. And the 16A, I just have to know this, because they're gonna end up going back in this box. So I got a 15A and a 16A on that. Let's look at the DAC first, because I haven't seen it. Don't know if I like the silver knob with the silver center and the silver box. I feel like they could have gone with a contrasting color here on the inside. I might fill it in. It's digital though, so it doesn't need to spin. It's got a protector over here. It actually has 3 buttons here, which are touch buttons next to the screen. There is a protector on there. I'll take that off during the review. There's like a menu button, an input button, and a home button. Of course, there's 2 things here. Say high res. Topping is actually on the top. Just says Saber on the corner. The box is like a sharp edge, but like a nice sharp edge. The kind of edge you're like, ooh, damn, that's like sharp, but not. I just want to touch it. Left and right outputs. Additional left and right outputs. Coaxial input, optical input, USB, the Bluetooth, which I'm not going to hook up. It has Bluetooth, it'll work. AES and your 12-volt triggers. I really need to get my trigger stuff, not the anime, but the trigger stuff sorted, because I could have it so that I could demonstrate this stuff. All right, so let's see. Wait, did I do this backwards? I thought I had it. That's definitely the D70, right? Yeah, the D. So what, I have the pop manual for the 8? What's going on? The rain is kicking ass, by the way. All right, I guess I just reversed the manuals. That doesn't seem like me at all. Anyway, here's the big boy, Not very heavy. Same exact design, same exact knob. Balanced, unbalanced. Same 3 buttons here, same screen. Your extension thing, just like the D90 has, the A90D has an extension to have multiple inputs. You have it here. Here are your inputs. You've got TRS compliant balanced. You've got RCA ins and outs in case you want to use this as a preamp to preamp things, and then your triggers, and then your ground lift, and then a firmware updating USB-C, which if you remember on the A90D was awesome because you literally plugged it in and it became a hard drive. You dragged the firmware file in, you unplugged it, you turned this on, and then it just loaded. That is some clean, use some clean aesthetics, bro. Bro, these aesthetics, clean AF. And I'll obviously download the manuals so I have the most up-to-date manual, or I just don't give a fuck about paper. Get all this shit in there. Get all this shit in there. I want to get to the big boys. Down. Down. What? It's bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. He doesn't understand bubble wrap. Look at this cool Hot Wheels car. It's called Golf Racing Colors. Now let's go to these. So the PA7 and the PA7 Plus. When APOS was like, do you want just one? Do you want just the Plus? And I'm like, what's the difference? Like, well, we don't know really, but you could find out for us and then tell us. So cool. Okay. Power brick's so big that they couldn't even put it in the phone. Jesus. So far, identical. Holy fuck. It's so big and there's glue stuck to it. 52 volts, 6.5 amp. Guess what I get to do? Oh, I can't try this on my new bench amp. I have to wire it weird. Same thing here. Ooh, 48 volt, 5 amp. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, oopsie. Was this actually bigger? It is. Yeah, it is an actually slightly larger power supply. I'm assuming this is the plus. Yes. So here's the plus. Here's the PA7 Plus. I will peel this off for you guys right now. Here's one. Here's a big one. Aww. Speaker amps galore. We have off, on, and trigger. And then balance and single-ended. And then a volume knob with a very small little fucking notch that is indicating where your volume is. I will adjust that. Vent, here, ready? Solid. High-res audio sticker. Vents, vents, vents. Vents, balanced input, single-ended input, 5-way binding posts, volume or bypass switch in the back, no high-low gain as far as I can tell. Your DC input, which is a 3-pin, your 12-volt trigger, which is only an in. There is the plus. I'm pretty sure this one does not say plus. I wonder if I put the plus power supply on this, if it just explodes. Or if it's just slightly more plus because the power supply is bigger. Do not leave the volume on bypass. This one, the volume bypass clicks. The other one didn't click. Can I see the they're labeled. I know which ones are which because they're labeled as such. I'm trying to see. 7R0 002214. I want to see if the capacitors are any bigger. I could have ripped this all apart. PA7 slash PA7 Plus. PA7 slash PA7 Plus. I think they're exactly the same. I'll actually open these up if it comes down to it. Jesus, it's raining. Like, you hear this rain? I love the rain. I love the rain as a kid. I love the rain as an adult. I love the fact that my house has nothing but vaulted ceilings, so I could just hear the rain above me. Rain's nice. I'm gonna bet, and the only way to check is to literally swap power supplies, and if they both work, but one has a little more, then they both just, they should sell this separately as an upgrade instead of two entirely different units. I mean, I guess it makes sense though. They should pack the power supply separately. Sell you the PA7 and then give you the plus power supply. Anyway, I got a lot of toppings to dick around with, so I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Oh yeah, it says literally here, we'll accept from DC 48 to 52, from 5 to 6.5 amp. They're the same exact amp, but they actually went to the trouble of putting PA7 Plus on this one. Like that makes a difference. So it shouldn't matter. So I have two amplifiers. So they go, I don't think they go monoblock, unfortunately. If I could monoblock them, we'd be having a grand old fucking time. But then they'd be wrong because they're different power supplies. Whatever, I'm done. Goodbye, bye.